What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Positionless podcast. Is this episode 24 now?
Episode 24.
Let's fucking go for Kobe.
Yes, sir. It's our Kobe episode.
We're going to be talking about a little bit of All-Star and some non-All-Stars. Some never-been All-Stars.
Yeah, let's get it. I want to hear your thoughts on the new All-Star format. And we're going to be
it was
showing
interesting.
some love to people who, some role players who deserve some love today.
Exactly. That's what this episode's really about. We going to do a draft of zero-time All-Stars.
Yep.
And then we're going to give this year's, our personal All-Star role players.
Yes, sir.
Players who are, really all-stars in their roles.
Yep.
So, let's get into this, though. I got a quiz for you today. I have a category in mind.
Okay.
You throw out some players. I'm going to tell you if they fit into this category, and you got to guess what the category is, brother.
All right. Let's throw out DeMar DeRozan,
No.
Steph Curry,
No.
LeBron James,
Yes, he is.
Russell Westbrook,
Yes, he is.
Nikola Jokic.
Yes.
Current leaders in triple doubles.
Yes, it was, brother. I was hoping, I went a little bit further than those top three guys.
Hey, after I got LeBron and Russ and Jokic, I didn't think there was anything else.
As soon as you said LeBron, I was like, yes, but that could be anything.
Yeah, that could be anything.
And then you said Russ, I was like, this motherfucker got me already.
That was a quick one today.
Damn,
I'll
brother.
take that dub.
Yeah, dog. That was an easy fucking dub.
Gotta throw something harder at me next time.
You're right, brother.
I'm locked in.
I'm gonna cook some fucking hot shit up for you next time, brother.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
You know I came
You
with
ain't
some
getting
fucking.
me.
You know I came with some hot quizzes for you, brother.
For sure.
I'm gonna cook you next time. Don't worry about it. You got 2 weeks to prepare.
Hey, I'm gonna cook you next week. Y'all better watch out.
Say less, my boy. But let's talk about the games that we assigned each other. So these were basically a full week ago now. A little bit more.
Pretty much.
Recording this on a Friday. We usually record Wednesdays, but
I had a little bit of a sickness going on, so
so these
recording
games
a little bit late.
I don't even think they were in the last week, but fuck
Yeah.
it.
Memory's a little foggy, but I got notes written down.
I got a lot of notes. I actually rewatched it again.
Word.
You assigned me the Wolves versus the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun game. Chet, in his third game back, played about 30 minutes, so he should be fully back into the rotation by now. I haven't watched the Thunder since the All-Star break, but I assume that he is. Thunder started Ihart and Chet, and I think it really was impactful defensively for them. Because when both of the bigs were on the court, Minnesota could not get the ball to the basket, and it just seemed like when only one of them were out there, they couldn't rely on anybody else on the floor to really help them cover the paint. So, I mean, I watched all of Chet's defensive field goal attempts,
Okay.
and a lot of them were at the basket, and if somebody else wasn't helping him, it's not that he was getting cooked, but
He still got that little bit of a thin frame.
yes, it was just much easier for the Wolves to get 2 feet in the paint and get a quality shot. But they when they played together, they're very in tune with helping each other out on defense. They were in the right spots, so it was fun to watch. The thing about Chet, he's very good on the perimeter for his size. I just don't know if he's like a lockdown post defender quite yet.
Nah,
he's not like no
quite.
Rudy Gobert type shit. I mean,
Nah.
he's like you said because of his frame, but my eye test just tells me he's a little bit better on the perimeter. He can get to some shots because of his length that people don't expect him to. But for the Wolves, Julius Randle, Rudy, Dante, and Mike Conley were out. So they started Ant at point and basically filled in with Nas, Naw, Nikhil Alexander, of course, and Jalen Clark. Didn't have a great game, but he said who?
Jalen Clark?
I actually happened to watch his career night the other night. He dropped 17 on the Rockets a week or two ago.
No, legitimately, Jalen Clark? I'm not sure if I've heard of that name.
Let me show you a picture of him. I think you'll recognize him. He's played a bit. I think so, yeah. He's played a bit for the Timberwolves this year. I think there's an E. No. You know Jalen Clark, right?
Jalen Clark, the guard. Nah, honestly, never seen that man.
For real? I feel like he isn't a rookie for some reason. Oh, I guess he is.
He's played 14 games this year. Maybe I haven't tuned into those games.
I feel like I've seen him on 2K or some shit, bro.
Probably.
But either way,
Hey, shout out to him. Cooked your Rockets, I heard.
he did not cook us. He just had a nice night. Put up 17. But seeing him brought up some bad memories. It was fun to watch him have a stinker.
Damn.
But Anthony Edwards in this game had one of the sickest dunks of the whole fucking year. Drove baseline, slammed it right on fucking Chet. So
Yeah, I saw
did you see that shit? Yeah.
And always brings out those posters.
Hell yeah. He got in his face. Reminded me of just who we fell in love with in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But Naz Reid had a hell of a game. He had 17 in the first half. He finished with 27, 14, and 7. Made an impact with his offensive rebounding as well. The Thunder, they didn't have a lead the whole game.
Wow.
They went down 17 early, but they chipped it away to like 6 points before half. Shout out Terrence Shannon.
Yeah.
He had all 13 of his points in the first half and made a nice little floater at the buzzer over Chet to seal that first half. OKC tied it up early in the third with about 8 minutes left. They were running a lot of actions with iHeart involved, almost like a hub with a lot of pick and roll and dribble handoff. If there's one thing that I wish he did a little bit better was just be a little bit more aggressive scoring in those actions and getting to his...
He's got a nice float game.
I was about to say, getting to his sweet little float game would open up the backdoor cut for another big guy or even a Jalen Williams. Just getting a bite on that could get him an easy 2 points or crashing defense, and he just seemed a little bit too eager to pass, which, he's probably figuring out that role for himself. I've never really seen him used as like a hub like that. I mean, he looked good, though. I just wish that he did get a little bit more to his float game or
a little bit more aggressive out there.
Pump fake the float, easy bucket, or a guy rotates over, that's an easy backdoor cut. And a yam,
Yeah.
But it did look good. He did get a nice little bucket, including a nice alley-oop jam from Shea on a nice roll, on a nice little pick and roll. But would love to see him use the little tricks to get an easy bucket. But after they tied it up, Nas and Nickeil Alexander lit them up from 3 and just continued to grow their lead until the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it ended up being like a 30-point lead to end the game. I stopped paying attention midway through the fourth, basically, the T-Wolves might be like a less is more situation because they kind of did look just a bit better without.
I mean, I've always said that Nas should be starting instead of Randall.
Well, no doubt, but even without Rudy on the court, man, the offense.
But you said there's no Rudy too?
Dude, there was no Rudy, Julius Randle, Mike Conley, or Dante.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You said damn.
I didn't hear Rudy in there.
Oh, yeah, Rudy too.
Who was that starting center, Nas?
Yeah, it was Nas.
That makes sense.
But we know their defense is good, and it looked just as good for the most part without those guys on the floor. Especially, it's hard to still, I can't think of the word, but basically it's hard to still pay Rudy Gobert what he is owed contractually when I really don't see the impact this year, like on and off the court. I mean, I know how talented he is, but I think, age caught up with him a bit.
For sure.
It hasn't been his year for him, so
yeah.
I would just love to see how they move on from Rudy Gobert.
I mean, we all know the Timberwolves messed up their whole franchise. I mean,
yeah,
they could be the second best team in the West this year.
I mean,
but instead they're fighting for a play-in spot.
It's interesting because if you take away Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert, I really feel like they're one real difference maker away. I mean, if they had the perfect one in Cat,
yeah,
so it's just ironic, but I do think they're just one real difference maker away from like another Western Conference Finals.
For sure.
If they're able to, I mean,
if they didn't trade their second best player.
Well, I'm saying
for a bum. Sorry, Julius Randle, but you don't fit on that team.
Say they traded Rudy Gobert somehow for instead of Cat.
Even if they didn't trade Gobert,
I think say they held on to Gobert, you could have used Gobert to get Bradley Beal. The Suns would have loved Gobert.
I still don't love that.
I mean, but the Suns would have. Let's be honest.
If the Suns had Gobert, they'd be scary.
Okay, but here's my thing. If you have Cat, Bradley Beal, is this the last year of his deal?
No.
Okay, there's a few more years left
At least one. I think there's one.
for Beal.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Rudy? I feel like he's
Rudy,
got 3 years left.
yeah,
on
he's
the-
got at least 2.
Let me look it up. Actually,
I feel like if your starting lineup was Ant, Beal, McDaniels. I don't know. Would you start Nas at the 4 and Cat at the 5?
Yeah.
I feel like the defense would fall off a decent amount.
I just feel like defense is such a team thing that, like,
It is.
as long as your team's bought in, you're going to do what you have to do on the defensive end of the floor.
But also Beal and Cat. I mean, the Knicks are a decent defense because of the wings around them, but we're not about to act like Cat's a good defender at center.
I forgot they extended him.
They extended Gobert after the trade.
Rudy's under contract until 2028.
So yeah, 3 more years.
He's making over $35 million in all. He could have been gone after this year, and they would have had a wide open spot.
But instead, they decided to give him money, trade their second best player.
I don't know what free agency looks like at the end of this year, though. I don't think it's a massive one, is it?
I mean, Randall.
Is Luka a free agent, or is that next year? Because he's not guaranteed to sign with the Lakers, you know.
Nah, he's not. Because he's not going to get that supermax. So he can pretty much go wherever he wants. But
I mean, you said Julius Randle?
yeah, Julius Randle's a free agent.
I'm talking about for the Timberwolves.
D'Angelo Russell.
Hypothetically. Okay, fuck that.
Yeah, this ain't no big free agency class. They don't have the money anyway.
I'm saying hypothetically, if they
If they did
didn't
have money.
extend Gobert, they'd be walking off Julius Randle and
Like, I don't even think, I
Rudy
think what you said
Gobert.
earlier, like,
if they traded
addition
Gobert.
by subtraction. Not even that, but
I
you
just feel like
don't really need to, like, add a
if you
big
just
piece.
traded Gobert for like some kind of peanuts, even though he can't really do that because of his contract.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Like, Gobert's not that bad. But,
He's not bad by any means. Just not worth what he's getting paid,
especially for that team.
especially for that team. He just clogs up Anthony Edwards so much too. I think Ant could be averaging like 35 right now with the shooting season that he's having.
Yeah,
If he had a
insane.
wide open lane, it'd be scary. But
Now he's got Gobert and Randall out there with him.
yeah, I have no fucking clue what that is. The Mavs front office or the Timberwolves front office worse?
Bro, they traded Luka
They traded Luka, but like
for nothing.
that's not true. Say Anthony Davis didn't get hurt this year,
Hey,
they
Mavs
could
would
make
be
a
nice.
run. Yeah,
They could have had Austin Reeves,
I know.
Dalton Connect. Imagine that team with Kyrie, Reeves, fucking Gafford, AD, and PJ Washington. That'd be scary. And another ball handler and scorer in Austin
And
Reeves.
now Gafford's out, AD's out, and Lively's out for the year. Pretty sure Lively's out for the season. I'm
I
pretty
did
sure
see that.
Gafford's out for at least a month.
At least a month, yeah.
And AD, I'm pretty
Another
sure
2 weeks. I saw
that's it.
he'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks.
So it could be another month for
they
him
might
as
fall
well.
out of the playoffs at this point.
Yeah, they might can the season.
Trading Luka to can the season. Man,
This is a win
Nico
now
Harrison,
move. This
get
is a
the
win
fuck
now-
out of here
This is a win now move.
as they drop out of the
Bro,
playoffs.
Genuinely though, if I was a Mavs fan, I wouldn't be a Mavs fan.
I've still seen multiple people on the Jumbotron getting their fire Nico off, but they are getting kicked out of the games. But hey, do what you got to do.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Let's talk about your game though.
Yeah, I watched the Warriors and the Rockets.
Yeah.
Warriors won this one 105-98. Seems like a pretty close game. Did you watch this game?
No, I actually didn't.
It was like the Warriors got up by 14 at half, and it was kind of like a game of runs the whole time. I will say the Warriors, their starting lineup was Curry, Moody, Pods, Jimmy, and Draymond. So they did run a small ball out there, and their defense was really, it was like doing good against the Rockets. They were struggling to score. Sengun,
Yeah, Sengun's got to be better.
yeah, he only finished with 10 points on like 4 of 10 shooting, I believe. I mean, Draymond was giving him trouble.
I think I did see the box score afterwards. It was disappointing.
Jalen Green had 9 points. He wasn't doing anything.
Big night for men?
The man had 4 points. Big night for Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday had the 25 points. He was being aggressive, looking for a shot out there.
Aaron Holiday, I said it before the year. I said like,
You wanted Reed Shepard to get the minutes.
well, not even that. I really did, and I expected him to. And I said Aaron Holiday is a legit backup. He should go somewhere where he can get real minutes on a good team.
Yeah.
Guess what? He's doing that now. Just wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. But
Yeah, I mean, Freddie was out this game, so he picked up the slack and came in there. And
Freddie's been out for a little minute.
what is wrong with him? I'm not even sure.
I think he has like a calf strain or some shit like that.
That makes sense. But
I might be bugging.
I think it was something with the leg, knee, calf, foot. But yeah, he came in there and took advantage of the opportunity. He was really the only one when the Warriors when they were up 14 at half. He was the one leading the runs, little 6-0, 8-0 runs to get him back in the game. But that's really all it was. They'd go on these fake little runs, and the Warriors would go back up by 10 and 12.
Did Jalen not sit that game? For some
No,
reason, I thought
played,
he
he
left
played.
that early, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging.
No, he definitely played 30-plus minutes, I
Okay.
believe. But, yeah, one thing I like with the Warriors.
So was that the game where he ended the lineup with all the backups in?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, I did watch some of that game
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, if
I was a little bit
Mondale
pissed.
came in,
I was
got
a little
bunch of
bit
minutes.
pissed, bro.
Yeah.
But I understood it. I thought he was doing that because like resting for All Star or some shit.
I didn't think the game was over at that point. I don't really know why.
They were also playing better than
Yeah, they
the
were.
starters up
They
to
were.
that point. But
Um,
sorry, I keep cutting you off. I'm trying to remember this game. It's coming
Yeah,
back in bits and
yeah.
pieces.
one thing I did like with the Warriors starting lineup, the small ball, for offensive sides, I did like how Jimmy, like, contributes to that team.
Yeah.
'Cause, like we said, he is a guy that likes to get to the rim, get to his mid-range spots, and with that lineup, when you surround him with guys like Curry and Pods and Moody, you really can't like help off any of those guys. And then when they do, they just run a screen. Like if someone helps off Draymond, he'll set a screen for Curry, and you know what I mean. So
Definitely.
very smart actions from the Warriors, and it did allow their defense to be very quick and fast too. That's why everybody on that team struggled that game, besides Aaron Holiday. But yeah, nobody really exploded offensively for the Warriors. It was just all around game. But yeah, the defense for the Warriors carried that game, and like you said, he did bring the backups in towards the end. I mean, they were playing a little bit better, but it was pretty much like a game of runs the whole game anyway. They weren't really bringing them back into the game. But it was a good game, you know, watch it all. It never was like a crazy blowout at any point. But it was just the Rockets would get back in the game, Warriors go back up
Just
by
fake
10.
comebacks,
Yeah. And
If there's one thing you can bet on, is a Jalen Green stinker versus the Warriors.
is that
I'm
a
being
thing?
so genuine. His career averages versus the Warriors is like under 10 points. I don't know why.
Hey, yeah, 9 this game.
He's just very bad against the Warriors every single time. I want to look it up, actually. I got stat news right here.
Maybe because they run that switching defense and he can't really get downhill against Draymond. Like, obviously he can, but it's not a easier switch when you're going against a team like, I don't know, the Mavericks and Gafford's guarding you out in the perimeter. And the Warriors just have a good defensive scheme as a whole, I feel like. Even Moody was playing great defense out there.
So he averages in his whole career, and this is in 30 minutes, 12 points, 3 rebounds, I believe. Yeah, and 2 assists. 14% from the field.
14%?
14%.
Warriors is his damn kryptonite.
Not for real. 14%.
Damn.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm lying. It's
Okay,
20
14 is crazy.
It's 29% from the field. I was looking at field goal attempts. 29% from the field. And
That's still crazy.
19% from 3.
Atrocious.
I'm about to start at 4. That's 4 times a year. I'm going to put all my bread on Jalen Green's unders.
Under.
I'm being dead ass. If they play again this year,
Hey, 29% is ridiculous.
I mean,
I know he's not like the efficiency
there's
king or
been no
whatever, but
progression.
Wow.
Versus the Warriors his entire career, and this is in 13 games in his career. I feel like that should be more, but I don't know.
Hey, he's probably ducking him too.
He's not ducking him. Jalen Green played all 82 games last year. I'm pretty sure he's played every single game this year. I don't think he's missed more than 10 games. in his whole career.
Hey,
He's an Iron Man.
if he is missing him, I bet he's trying to miss the Warriors. That's all I'm saying. Because he'd be nervous out there if he's shooting that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it at some point, just, looking up shit. And just
Well, it definitely showed
surprising.
this game.
Yeah. Let's talk about All-Star, though.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch the 3-point and dunk contest?
Yep.
Okay. Tyler Hero.
Yeah, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield was cooking. I feel like that was a nice, exciting one. It came down to the last shot, or almost the last shot for Buddy.
Buddy Hield was cooking pretty hard in that first round.
Yeah.
I
saw something. It's like that's the Buddy Hield experience. He missed his first 7 shots, and then made like 15 out of his last 17 or something like that.
Something like that.
But yeah, I like the 3-point contest.
It's
Shout out
pretty
to
fun.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah. Tyler Hero was cooking in the All-Star game, too, shooting.
Yeah.
But the dunk contest, I thought it was pretty good this year. That first Mac dunk got me pretty hyped.
That car one?
Yeah, that car one,
He was flying, bro.
I didn't think he was going to do it. I saw where they positioned the car. I was like, that shit looks fucked up. There's no way. It got me excited. I got curious, like, what is he about to do, though?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I thought he could have done some, like, East Bay between the legs shit. That could have been cooler, but
That would have been wild.
I fucked with the reverse
The
shit,
reverse,
yeah.
like, ended up on the other side of the rim, fell
Yeah.
down after.
Dude, the ended up on the other side of the rim was crazy. I didn't expect that at all. But
Yeah.
that boy can fly. That boy
Three-peat.
can fly for real.
Not even that one, but what was the last one he did? Forget.
I forgot that shit too, but it was definitely sick.
All of his dunks were nice.
He did some like. There was a guy staying in, or damn, I cannot.
Oh
remember
yeah, he
now.
jumped over him. He jumped over.
He jumped over Evan Mobley.
He was like standing on something too. He was, like, standing
But
on
there was
rocks.
another guy. There was another dunk that was nice that I can't remember.
I feel like all of his dunks were.
Andre Jackson, stinker. Modest Buzelis, stinker.
Hey, he tried some stuff.
He tried some shit. Yeah,
He did not perform.
yeah, but what's his name?
Castle?
Stephon Castle. He
had
was
some
looking
nice
good.
dunks.
First round, I was like, all right, this shit's mid.
Yeah.
But then he came around. You could just tell he did not prepare the way Mac McClung did.
Hey, Mac has a whole year. You think he give a fuck about his G League? He's working on his dunk contest.
Hey,
the whole
bro,
year.
league that.
You think he give a fuck about his game?
Give my
He
fellow.
don't care about his basketball game.
Get my fellow white man Mac McClung in the league, my boy.
Hey, he has hops, but I don't know if he's ever getting league.
Hey, bro, just throw him in the 3-point contest. See how he do. You know what I'm saying?
He's got people talking like Ja and Aaron Gordon.
That is
like
fact, but
we about to come
I don't think
back.
Aaron
They say
Gordon
that shit
still
every
got it.
year.
I
They
don't
say that
think-
shit every year.
I don't think Aaron Gordon still got it in him, brother.
You don't think so? I don't think he's got the shit that he had before, for sure.
Hell no. Ja, though, I'd love to see
He's all
Ja.
talk, bro.
Who, Ja?
Yeah.
He's always fucking...
Giannis said he would play. I don't want to see Giannis in no damn dunk contest.
Yes, I do.
What's he about to
He's about
do?
a free throw line 360, son.
Hell
what are you
no.
talking about?
I mean, that should be nice.
Have you
He could
watched
probably do
Giannis
free-
play?
He's an in-game
insane.
dunker.
He's definitely an in-game dunker, but he's going to do some crazy shit in the dunk contest,
Not no
too.
shit that McClung
But-
would wipe his ass.
Giannis would just get you excited, though,
wipe
because
his
it's
ass.
Giannis.
Get off the floor.
What was that?
Get off the floor, Giannis. This is McClung stage. John might give him some run. Throw Ant in there. He might give him some
Bro,
run.
throw men in there.
Throw a men in there.
No.
But at the same time, McClung's
He
getting
said
creative
Ant,
with these
Ant
dunks.
would be fucking noise in the dunk contest. They really got to bring back stars in the fucking dunk contest again.
Hey, they say McClung's getting him ready to.
If
but
I ever
I don't
see
believe it though. I don't believe it.
Andre Jackson in a motherfucking dunk contest again.
That
I'm
bro
turning
did like
that
a
shit off.
windmill. He like missed all of his dunks and with 12 seconds.
Then he
just did a
missed the
regular.
first windmill.
Just get off the court, bro.
For real, I would literally give up. And then like you still get like a 40
Yeah,
for doing nothing. I don't get just
40
do
for effort.
just do. Yeah, like are they giving him 8s? If there's 5 judges,
yeah.
why? Give him a 0, or we can just
Yeah.
go from 0 to 5.
Yeah, they could definitely.
Give me 3 judges, and it goes from 0 to 5, and
They could definitely change the scoring
pretty
format.
simple. Yeah, there's no reason for it to be 0 through 10, but you're only using 8 through 10.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point of that? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the only time they give zeros is when they literally don't make a dunk. And they'll probably still give him a 5.
Modest didn't make a dunk and they gave him
He was
40.
trying, though. He was
I don't
getting
care.
creative
I
with
don't
him.
care. I don't care.
Best player in the draft class, Modest Buzelis. Don't forget that.
You
Check
still,
that in 5
you
years.
still clinging on to that, brother?
What do you mean clinging on? Have you seen he's actually playing recently?
Yeah, he's actually been nice, but he
He
ain't
actually
no
looks good.
best player in the class.
He's already better than Pat Will, which isn't saying much.
No, it's not saying shit. Bro, I could step into not playing lyrics.
Chill. Chill. He's not that bad.
Hey, brother.
He can grab some rebounds.
I think I can play the Pat Will role with like
do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm about to join a men's basketball league and just be like, just put me in a Pat Will role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me stand in the corner and
Maybe
sometimes
I'll
shoot.
make the all-star role player, the positionless all-star role players.
Hey, Pat Will did not get a mention.
Nah, he did not.
Not even a consideration.
But I'm like the Michael Jordan of Pat Wills. That's what you don't know about me, though. Oh no, let me get. I'm like the Nikola Jokic of Patrick Williams.
I don't even know who that would be.
Me, brother. It's me.
Then their ass.
I'm him.
Now, what'd you think about
Exactly.
the real All-Star game, though?
I mean,
Tell me
shit
about
was
that
aight.
format.
That shit was I. Like,
I didn't like.
I kind of stopped paying attention.
All right,
after
the
the
first
first two
The first
games.
2 games, like I didn't hate it.
Yeah, it was all right. I did not watch the third game. Like,
They were kind of competitive.
it was on the TV. I was just distracted.
What pissed me off is like, why is there 30 minutes in between games? One, I
That shit-
don't want to hear Kevin Hart's drunk ass rambling or whatever he was. He was rambling, saying some non-funny shit.
All Star is just a mess. I mean, there's nothing more that we can say that everybody hasn't said about the
Exactly.
Mr. B shit. And
Yeah, like no,
Like-
that'd be cool if you did like before the games.
my thing is like, we're here to watch basketball, right?
Yeah,
Then
like-
why am I getting 2 hours of Mr. Beast and 30 minutes of basketball?
yeah, not even 30 minutes. I feel like it.
It didn't feel like it because it was just Mr. Beast, Kevin Hart making a shitty joke.
Dude,
The
Kevin Hart
I'm
was
so
so
fucking
crin-
sick
I
of the
was
TNT
cringing
guys,
very
bro.
bad.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
praying for that shit to come sooner when they switch to all the different ones because I want to see CBS, bro.
Like, I like him, but that's just too much.
Shit is stupid.
I don't need him. First of all, I don't need him talking over the All-Star game.
Not to mention,
Over
bro,
the commentators.
they don't
not talking
fucking
about the
watch
game at all.
basketball.
Exactly. They don't know shit about basketball.
everybody
besides
but Ernie. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck them, bro. I mean, I guess Kenny is all right, but
Nah, he doesn't have horrible takes, but Shaq will be like, "Who's that? Shea? Who's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? I've never heard that name." Like that ass.
he just
Well, and during the last
there's
game,
some players he just hates on too.
Yep.
Just annoying as fuck. Like, bro, get over it. You're like 60, bro. You pushing 60. Just shut
Yeah,
the
there's
fuck
a difference
up.
between trying to push someone and trying to like
Just being annoying.
build them up, give them some
Yeah.
tough love, but straight up hating.
Especially
like,
when you
chill.
were lazy as fuck.
Really.
As a player, hypocrite. Shaq, I used to love Shaq, but he's really gotten on my nerves lately. Like,
No, I mean I still like Shaq. It's just like when you hear him so much, it does get tiring.
yeah, it does.
Like, just shut up, dude. You don't know shit about basketball. You don't watch basketball.
Chuck does not watch. Like, they're funny sometimes.
They are
but,
funny
like,
sometimes, but
I don't get why they're getting all the national coverage for every single NBA game. I mean, obviously not all of it, but you know what I'm saying.
like during the All-Star game, we don't need them going to half court and just like doing some
dumb shit with Kevin
cringy
Hart.
jokes.
Yeah.
Like, shit wasn't funny.
It just felt so forced. Like,
It like obviously
Kevin
I'm not
Hart was actually for real annoying as
so
fuck.
annoying. I'm happy I'm not the only
Like,
one. That
why
thought
are you
that.
here roasting the players while they're playing? Like, did you
Literally.
watch the Kenny Beecham, KOT4Q put out a video today just talking about how everybody goes, like, the national faces for basketball just are just like
The
shit
game
on
sucks,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just annoying because, like,
Even before everything started, Draymond.
Did you
was
watch the
talking
video?
shit. Not did he post it? I didn't watch.
he posted it today.
Didn't watch
he,
it.
He talked a lot about how everybody says everybody plays the same way. The game's this different. We should go back to this.
It's like none of it's true.
None of it's true for real. It's all just fucking media propaganda discourse that just sells shit to you because people love to complain,
Mhm.
and it's that simple. If you don't like basketball, that's on you, bro.
It's not even. I don't get it though because this is the only sport that does this. Like I'm a big football guy too. Nowhere like obviously some players get hate, but it's like the whole sport in general doesn't get hated on the way basketball does.
Yeah.
Before the game, Draymond talking about, oh, these rising stars don't deserve to be on the
It's
fucking
just
court with
stupid.
us.
Yeah,
Like, they don't deserve it. The game sucks. It just doesn't make any
I
sense.
mean,
And
I
then
fucking
they
hate Draymond
They
too.
fucking complain about ratings, and then everybody on TV is telling you how much it sucks.
Yeah, that's basically the premise of the video. But he also did mention something interesting about how he said that the discourse is that defense used to be better, right?
Yeah.
When in reality, it's just that they're taking the majority of their shots from long mid range, so it's just easier to defend. They did not space the floor at all.
No
It's just
spacing.
easier to defend.
It's 3 people in the paint.
Offense has evolved and defense has not caught up to that yet. And I don't know if there's a way for
personally, I don't think the defense can really evolve that much unless
Yeah.
more players like Wemby come in, which is gonna happen, obviously.
eventually, yeah.
But it's like players are so skilled nowadays. You still have the skilled defenders like Dort.
We're never going to revert back to not shooting the three-pointer the way that we do now. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Efficiency-wise, it makes sense. There's no point. If I'm taking a long two, it's basically the same thing as taking 1 or 2 steps back and possibly getting an extra point for it. I mean, that's why teams go on long runs in a quarter because you can evaporate a lead like that.
18-point lead ain't shit nowadays.
If you get hot from 3, it's over for the other team if they're not hitting the threes. And
Yeah.
then it definitely could get into like just trading threes because now the other team's like, okay, the only way for us to get back is to get hot from 3. So we got to start at least putting them up, you know? So like there's definitely like I definitely have my personal complaints about the NBA too. You know, I don't love the fucking refereeing, fouls and shit just flopping, you know. There's definitely things to complain about, but when the faces of the game just are constantly like this
The
product
most
sucks.
watched people.
Don't watch this shit. It's fucking sucks. Why would you put Draymond up there? Just like
Yeah, he's like,
I'd be
I
like,
mean, he
all right,
fits
bro.
great with the TNT guys. Just fucking hate on basketball, hate the NBA,
yeah,
talk shit about it.
talk
guess
shit about
that's
the
why.
players. Yeah,
Just doesn't make sense. And the way people say everybody plays the same nowadays, it's just not
It's
true.
just
You
not
just don't
true,
watch
yeah.
basketball if you think that.
I mean, of course, there's a lot of like pick and roll,
of course.
but that's because it's a proven play that works. But just because they use pick and roll doesn't mean that they're doing the same thing. Like,
Listen, like the NBA, basketball, you get your best players in their best spots. And
Yeah.
you get the best matchups.
and like, not even just that. Like, there's main actions, but there's other shit going on too, bro.
course.
Like, I don't just watch the player with the ball when I'm watching basketball. Like,
Yeah.
you got to see how the defense reacts, and then you can counter that shit the next time you run that play. There's a science and a fucking like poetry to this shit, bro. If
Sure.
you don't get that, that's on you.
Yeah.
And just like you said, you're gonna get the best players in the best position to put the ball in the basket because that's what
Yeah,
basketball.
like offense has evolved too.
a lot.
They're not just gonna, you know,
I mean,
if I'm gonna ISO, I'm gonna get a switch first, and then I'm gonna ISO the person that I wanna ISO on.
I think eventually, like we're shooting a lot of threes now. I think it'll come to a natural balance. Like the game used to just be post up, feed the post up player, and you know, I think you won't do that nowadays unless you have a Joel Embiid.
I mean, the best players in the NBA, Jokic, obviously he
Yeah.
can shoot from the perimeter, but he dominates in the post.
But that's the thing.
Giannis, dominant going downhill.
Back then, you weren't shooting threes unless you were dominant from 3. You still aren't shooting threes at the clip that. So everybody has the green light now. I think eventually
Well, it's
we'll
the same
scale
thing-
back on it a little bit.
It's the same thing that happened back then, though. But instead of kicking out for 3, they kick out for mid range.
That's true. Yeah,
It's like
it's not. That is true. But I don't know. I don't think we'll. I did say it's going to be hard for us to like for the game to scale back on the level of threes just because it makes sense. But on some level, some of these guys should be shooting threes like they do.
yeah. I mean,
You know?
if you want to be like a good role player, in the NBA
You
nowadays.
got to be able to hit that shot.
You got to be able to hit at least a corner three. I mean, but it's not like every team is playing like the Celtics, just fucking throw up a bunch of threes a night. Like the Thunder are in a
not at
high
all.
3-point shooting team, and they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, there's a lot of unique, different styles of basketball being played. And he also made a point in that video for Draymond to say that when he's been in the league for this long and he plays in a very unique system,
Mm-hmm.
it just doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
you're just talking shit just to talk shit. Like I don't know. He's probably
Yeah.
salty. He'll never see an All-Star court again. So because
Right?
he's not a rising star and he's definitely not a fucking All-Star.
I forget who said it. It might have been Julius Irving or someone like that. But they said the reason blah 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 is because your whole career, all you have to do is give the ball to Curry. That's why
I mean,
it's the same for you.
Draymond's
something like
great
that.
in his own right, but like
Yeah,
there's just no reason to disrespect any other players on the floor. You know?
for sure.
But at the same time, like
Respect your opponents, bro.
it's not even your
Respect
opponents.
the fucking league that you're in.
Yeah, for real though. Yeah, I
Have
don't
some
know.
Respect.
Or,
Come on, Draymond.
nah,
I want to say you're better than that, but
I just sometimes I kind of wish we didn't have as many ex NBA players like in media because sometimes their ego is
they
just
got
involved.
big egos for sure.
It's not that they have big egos in general. It's just like their egos are involved in this specific thing because you were a pro for this long and I know more than you because you were never in the league.
That's pretty much
You do
Shaq
not-
in a nutshell.
It is, yeah. It's just like, where's your ring, brother? You don't watch basketball.
Exactly.
Your eyes might be on the screen, but it doesn't look like you're watching it, my man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't want to see anything like that again for the All Stars. Just go back to East West. I like
Really?
the Elam ending. I like the target score. We can do that. I like that
I don't
because it
mind.
does bring some excitement.
I don't mind the way that they did it this year. I just think maybe there are some tweaks.
But at the same time, like you said, what did Şengün get? 4 minutes total.
13 seconds.
13 seconds. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
come on. You're gonna go to All Star.
Jalen Brunson only got 8 minutes.
Exactly. Because they're playing to 40 points. Some people put up 40 points in a quarter sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what J-Dub was saying. So
Yeah.
I think just go back to East West, personally. I like what hockey's doing, the fucking Canada versus the USA. That was pretty cool.
Didn't
I
they
mean-
fight in that game?
Dude, the first 9
I don't
seconds there
even
were
get
3
that.
fights.
I don't even get why
Dude,
they did that.
because it's hockey, you know? Fights are legal. As soon
Yeah,
as they
no,
faced
but,
off,
like,
they're
was it
throwing
like a
hands.
political thing? Like,
It's
was
just
it just
Canada
'cause of
versus
Trump?
USA.
Like,
Fuck it. No, they're just playing hockey. Like,
There's
that's
no
just
way.
how
There
hockey
had to
is.
be another. They like, did they agree to it or did they?
they probably just.
Hey, bro, when we come out here, I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah, I mean, it's legal in
because
hockey.
America.
So.
Nah,
It's
for real
USA
though,
versus Canada.
the NBA should adopt that shit.
What?
Fights,
NBA definitely will never do that.
just like a grappling match, real quick,
Yeah.
like some
Then
Muay
you
Thai
have
or
guys
something.
like Draymond who will actually fucking start swinging.
Hey, brother, that's,
I mean, like in the
if
90s.
you swing, you're ejected. No. If you swing, penalty box, 5 minutes.
Hey, it'd make the game more entertaining. That's for sure.
It dead ass would, but like just like a quick, you get 30 seconds to just grappling match.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that shit on ice. You can do this shit on a hardwood floor, brother. You know, you might get hip tossed and injured, but fuck it.
Yeah. Nah. NBA would never do
Yeah,
that.
obviously you can't.
The players ain't that tough either.
Nah, they really are not. That so many people would get injured. Not to
Yeah.
mention you could just target star. Why doesn't hockey do that? I'm gonna target.
I mean,
Wayne
with
Gretzky.
hockey, you gotta they gotta both square up.
I mean, they did have like
You know?
goons, like just
Yeah.
dudes out there to just fuck you up.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good movie about it called, I'm pretty sure, Goon. That has a whole other meaning.
Crazy brother. The Goon movie.
No. It's a hockey term, brother.
All right, whatever.
Trust. I gotta look it up now to make
But-
sure I'm not fucking this up.
I wouldn't hate if the NBA did like a global versus
Dude, it's right here.
USA.
The movie's
All-Star.
just called Goon.
He looks like a gooner.
You look like a gooner, bro. Fuck
Look
outta
at that
here.
outfit he's wearing.
It's a hockey uniform, my guy.
Right there. What is that?
What, this?
No, to the right.
This is not him.
Oh. That's
This
a
is
comedy
him.
movie.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's all right. Let me not say it's pretty funny. It's all right. It's a weird one, but
Yeah, I think the All-Star Weekend's just cooked in general.
it's pretty cooked right now. But
To
next
get into
year,
like Pro Bowl.
next
level
year it
of
won't
cooked.
be TNT anymore. It'll be CBS. I'm pretty sure. So
Is it CBS or NBC? That was NBC.
maybe it is NBC. I
But-
fuck that all the time. I fuck that shit up. But
Yeah, maybe they figure something out.
it's definitely NBC now that you say it.
But I mean, Adam Silver still has the power to choose whatever he wants to do for the All-Star game, you know? The coverage will hopefully be better, but
The coverage is to
coverage
me
was
the
so
problem.
bad.
The coverage is the problem to me.
so bad.
I mean, of course.
Kevin Hart, shut up, please. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it didn't make sense that they were like. It sounded like they had a microphone talking to the whole arena when they were
I think
doing
they
that
did,
shit.
yeah.
But like, I don't know, it was just bad. Like,
It was just bad in general. And the fact that they started the last game and then in the middle of it,
it didn't make any sense.
because they asked Jokic, like, what were you doing during that break? He's like, getting stiff. like,
Hey, yo, hold up. What?
like, getting cold, like his muscles.
Getting stiff is kind of crazy.
That's what he said, brother. But
He a gooner
they
for
they
sure.
did come out of the gate like kind of competitive. Like there was some defense being played.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wemby was definitely trying. Shit, we gotta talk about Wemby.
Didn't play good.
You see what the Wemby news?
Oh yeah, the
Bro's out for the season
deep vein thrombitis.
Yeah.
The blood clot.
in his shoulder.
Blood clot, man.
That shit fucked me up when I saw that.
Got a little ting in my shoulder, man.
But I think the Spurs just they just shut Fox down.
Why would you shut Fox down?
Get Coop flag.
I did see like a meme, like, remember when David Robinson got hurt and the Spurs got Tim Duncan?
Hey, but yeah,
I'd be pissed if they got fucking Cooper Flag.
prayers
They
up
are
to
gonna have a
Wemby.
lottery pick.
Prayers up to Wemby.
I mean,
They definitely are now. I mean, they're out of the play-in and they're not gonna
yeah,
catch up any games without Wemby.
no. Just hope he gets better though.
Yeah,
That
hopefully
shit's
it's nothing
scary.
serious. I mean, they said they hope it's just a 1-year thing.
Well, I read actually a little bit about it after he's gonna have to be on like blood thinner for at least 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. This is what happened to Chris Bosh too, but
Yeah.
it was in his leg, and it dislodged. It actually went to his lungs, which ended his career because
Yeah.
that shit could kill you. But you never really know if that shit wants to break off tomorrow. Like,
Yeah, I
don't
mean, we
know.
did see a guy like Asar. He had blood clots.
Yeah,
He
he's
came
better
back.
now. Yeah,
So hopefully with this modern medicine, he could be back by next year.
you got the COVID vaccine, bro. Wemby, you got the vaccine.
That
bro?
shit was so stupid. Like blood clots didn't exist before the fucking vaccine.
Yeah, that shit is dumb, but
Yeah, rip to the Spurs season.
yeah, I mean, there's just not much to say about it. I mean, they're gonna miss the playoffs. Just pray they don't
Get a
get
good
Cooper
pick.
Flag.
That'd
I'm
be
praying they
scary
don't,
for the
as a
league.
Rockets fan. I'm praying they don't get Cooper Flag.
Because the Rockets would be screwed for the next 10 years. Like, sick young core you got. Have fun facing Fox, Flag, and Wemby.
Yeah, that would be gay, but
Yeah. Hey,
Hope
they're
they
going to get
just-
somebody.
get like the 6th pick and just pick a
I mean,
bus.
they don't even only have their pick. They have someone else's pick, too.
Hawks.
The Hawks. So they could potentially package those together, move
Stop
up,
it.
trade for somebody.
Don't even.
The Spurs has a good front office.
Yeah.
They can do whatever, you know?
Who the fuck runs? Who's the Spurs GM?
Couldn't tell you, but the guy's a monster.
I gotta look that up now. I feel like
About time we
Never
get
thought of
into
that.
our draft.
0-time All-Star draft.
Yes, sir. How are we going to decide this first pick?
Brian Wright. Never heard of him.
Guy's a monster. What do you want to do? Rock, paper, scissors?
I'm down to do a one-time rock paper scissors.
Yeah, just a little one-timer.
Yeah. Are we going on 3? Like, are we doing rock paper scissors shoot?
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and throw it on shoot.
All right, brother.
All right, I'm throwing scissors.
Fuck you.
Little mind fuck right there.
You ready though?
Yeah, dude, I'm already throwing scissors. I've been ready.
All right, let's go.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, you believed me.
Yeah, I'm
Should
not
have thrown
gonna.
the pape. Should have thrown the pape.
Should have thrown the pape.
I'm
For,
interested
for a
to
split
see.
second, I thought about throwing pape, but I was just like, if he's saying it this many times,
I
he's
gotta be
committed.
telling the truth.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see who you pick with your first pick.
Yeah. I'm.
0-time All-Star.
The first pick is a tough one.
We're basing it off this year, I presume.
Now that I look at my guys, I'm kind of wishing I didn't have the first pick.
Really? There was a guy I was definitely picking first if I got the first pick, but
I mean, it's between two guys, but
Who's that?
I think I'm taking Franz Wagner.
really?
Yeah. Of course, Chet's the guy that we're thinking of.
Really?
There's another guy that you would pick.
No.
That's I was gonna say that's a 0-time All-Star besides Chet. Yeah, I'm picking Franz. He showed me this year that he can really be a number one guy. Like,
Hey, Franz has been insane this year.
yeah.
Probably deserves to be an All-Star along with Paulo. Wait, was Paulo even an All-Star? I think he got a
Paolo,
replacement.
I believe, was an All-Star. Yes.
Yeah.
But talk to me. Who are you picking with the number?
I'm
two?
picking Chet.
Okay.
That's who I was picking number one, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad either way. He's just so versatile.
Yeah.
Depending on who you pick, I can build my team around him. So I'll take Chet off the board.
I mean, the question now is if I just pick up a big. Yeah, I'm going to because I don't want to risk.
But I just
missing
picked the
out.
big, so
I know. I don't want to just. I just don't want to risk missing out. On
you think
the
I'm gonna
center.
pick two bigs in a row?
I just don't want to miss.
Maybe I do.
The center that I need for my squad, and I'm
Who do you
picking
need?
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, that was my next big on the board.
Yeah, Miles Turner. Come to the squad. You can shoot. You can stretch the floor a little bit for Franz. Franz has been killing it from three this year, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
But definitely Miles Turner. You're going to lock down our defense as well. Imagine Miles Turner on the Magic right now instead of Wendell. That would be.
Yeah, that would be nasty.
Yeah,
That'd be
just
nasty.
hypothetically. But who are you picking with your second pick, my man?
It's a good question. Do I go with a guard? No guards have come off the board yet.
I feel like the guard position, you kind of have a lot to work with, so
I do have a lot to work with.
that's why I went straight into my
Forwards.
front court here.
I think I'm going to go with one of the best all-around role players in the league. Ooh, there's a couple guys I'm thinking about.
Talk to me.
I'm not going to
I'm hoping
go
you don't pick my guy.
I'm not going to go with the forward actually. I'm going to go with a guard that can do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I want a guy who can be able to create a shot for himself, aim, play, make, and do a little bit of stuff for others. I'm taking Austin Reeves.
That's why I picked Franz.
Franz, yeah, he is a creator. I'm taking Austin Reeves to either run my 2 or 3.
I don't hate it at all. You do need a creator.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine's a tier above that though.
Who are you going to take?
No. Franz is my tier above that. But I'm gonna lock down a nice fucking defense here, bro. I'm taking Herb Jones.
Taking Herb Jones.
A super efficient 3-point shooter. He's gonna get a lot of fucking
Did not
shots.
expect that.
He's gonna get a lot of shots off of just some simple penetrate, kick the ball out,
Yeah.
and my defense is gonna be nice, bro. Franz, Miles Turner, and
That is a
Herb Jones.
good defensive lineup.
all right. I don't know if he's gonna be playing 2 or 3.
Kind
for
of
me
don't
yet.
like my Reeves pick anymore.
Yeah.
But
Talk to me.
gotta stick with it. Yeah, I mean, there's still so many good guards left on the board.
And I also want to clarify, this is to win a champion. Like, if we're building a team to win
For this year,
yeah.
not based on potential.
No.
Okay.
There's a lot of good forwards, too.
There's a lot of good forwards.
I wasn't sure about picking Herb, but he could play 2 and Franz could play my 4.
Hey,
or
you
someone
took
else could play my
Herb.
4.
I'm going to take Mikal Bridges.
He was someone I was thinking about.
I think he can do a little bit more offensively. And he still obviously does have the defense.
he can do he's not quite as efficient, though, as Herb, just shooting it.
Just based off the three-pointer, probably
he
not.
He can do a little bit more off
can-
the dribble.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
Don't sleep on Herb either. He can do a little bit of
A
something.
little bit, a little
Yeah,
drive.
he's not bad. I think Herb has real potential to unlock his offensive game too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Trey Murphy wise.
No, not like that. But
He would have to improve a lot.
like
from
more
off
like
the
a
dribble
Desmond
game.
Bane, who's another guy that's on my list. But
He's on my list too.
maybe I picked Desmond Bane right here.
Go through your thought process. You got 2 forwards and a big.
Yeah, I could either run I'd probably run Herb at the 3 and Franz at the 4 and put Bane at the 2.
Is that who you're picking?
I'm not sure yet. Don't let me think
Okay,
about
okay.
this.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. Kind of do need a point guard, though.
There's a point guard up there.
There is a point guard that we probably should have picked by now.
I'm surprised. I thought you were going to pick him earlier when you said he can do a little bit more.
I'm picking Jamal Murray.
All right, there he
Yeah,
goes. There he goes. There's Jamal.
He can do a little bit more. And another guy who can get a little bit of something for himself.
Oh, for sure.
But he's also going to be great playing off of Franz Wagner. So,
Yeah, I like it. So,
and he can, create for the rest of the guys out there. Because we still got to pick our benches. And, we still got, 2 positions up here for the starters? You got 3 now?
I got 2 more people to fill out my starting lineup.
Oh, yeah, I got 1. Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm deciding between do I want to start Chet at the center or the power forward?
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't think there was another big up here that would make me consider
Oh,
doing
dude,
that.
there's a fucking big that I love up here.
I mean, there's a good
There's
bigs,
a big
but
that I love.
none
up
that
here.
I would consider starting over another forward right now. I mean,
Really?
yeah. I only
Yeah,
got 3
yeah,
more
yeah.
bigs on my list. Maybe I'm missing someone.
Well,
That's a 0-time All-Star.
yeah. I don't know, man. I'm stuck between 2 people, a guard or a center. I mean, if you don't have these centers on your list, I don't think you're gonna take them. I don't know if this guy's gonna be in my starting lineup, but I think he definitely will. I think he's just too good to leave on the board. I'm gonna take Derek White.
Derek White.
Yep.
Damn. I was
See your next
considering
pick.
him.
He's just too good to be left on the board this long.
Yeah.
Just as if we're picking the role player all-star, this guy's gonna help you win.
So let me think. Do I want a 2 or 3 here? Because I could run Herb Jones at the 2 or the 3. Or I could pick a 4. I could run Franz at the 3 as well. Damn. It's tough. It's a tough call.
Yeah, what's your lineup right now?
Jamal Murray, Herb Jones, Franz Wagner, and Miles Turner.
Yeah, you
So
do have some
very
options.
versatile. I got options here.
Yep.
I mean, I can even run Jamal at the 2 and pick another guard.
Yeah, a real point guard.
I
That
mean,
can run the offense a little bit. There's a lot of guards out there.
there are a lot of guards, and I plan on picking another real point guard off my bench. I got
Is
a
there
guy
many
in
real
mind.
point guards out there?
I got a guy in mind.
All right.
Let's think. I think I'm picking OG, bro.
OG, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I'm picking OG. I think I'm gonna run him at the 4.
He's small, but I mean he's stocky enough to run
I mean,
the 4.
I want him to guard bigger guys. I don't want Franz to worry too much. I mean, obviously they're interchangeable at those positions, but right now I'm gonna stick him at the 4. This is a very nice defensive squad. I think very versatile squad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a lot of us can shoot.
Yep.
So that's my starting lineup.
Right now I got Derek White, Austin Reeves, Mikal Bridges, and Chet.
I like it.
I know
I
Derek
think you
White.
need a little bit more size though.
That's what I was saying earlier about running Chet at the 4. But I don't know if I love Derek. I mean, Austin Reeves could run the point.
You got Derek White, Austin Reeves.
They both can handle.
Who's your other guy?
Mikal.
Mikal. I got a real good guy in mind for you, brother, but I don't want to make your team better than mine.
Hey, I've got. I think I'm not gonna pick a big.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, it's not like you have a lot of size either.
What do you mean?
Jamal,
Herb Jones.
he's lanky.
He's pretty big. Franz is like 6'10".
Yeah, for a small forward, he is pretty
OG's
big.
like what? At least 6'5", 6'6",
6'6".
6'6", and he's a big 6'6".
Yeah, I mean, like, Reeves is 6'5", Bridges is 6'7".
but they're
he's
like
lanky.
scrawny.
He's lanky, though.
I mean, like size and like
I got
scrawny.
people who are going to get in those passing lanes, buddy.
Yeah, but like
I know what
Chet
you mean.
is
I know what
another
you mean.
scrawny one. I wouldn't.
I've
I
got-
really
I've
wouldn't
got-
mind you going double big with.
I've
this
got a
lineup.
big in mind.
Yeah. I'm interested to see
And there's
which
just
one.
so many good guards left.
Yeah. You could pick a bigger forward too, though. I got a guy.
I'm not looking at any forwards. I mean,
Okay.
Nah, none that I would like with this lineup. I feel like I got good defense with like everyone on my team's either a decent defender in Reeves, not drinking that water, or but Derek White, McHale, and Chet. That's a great defensive lineup
Yeah, it
right
is
there.
good. It is.
So I'm gonna take a guy who's actually having a great season this year, and he's actually starting to run the point guard. Take him, Malik Monk.
Oh, damn.
18 and 6 this year on great efficiency. He's running the point guard this year.
Somehow I didn't have Malik Monk in my fucking small list.
Wow.
That's a great pick, actually. I love Malik Monk.
He's going to be the guy on this team that's getting the buckets.
So, is he running point for you?
He's running point for me. Obviously, him, Derek White, and Reeves are going to all handle responsibilities.
Yeah.
Even McHale a little bit.
I just
And we
feel
can also
like you're making
run
up for
through
missing
Chet.
that elite ball handler. You know?
I don't know if there's any really elite ball handlers on this list.
I'm just saying, like, Franz Wagner's a number one. Like, you
My number one is the center.
But Chet, he can create his own shot.
He
But
can.
You're not giving Chet post up touches and shit. Like,
No, we can give him like elbow touches.
definitely,
run
I can
some
see him getting elbow touches. He could
Actions off
definitely.
of him.
I feel like Chet could have a very nice mid range game, KD ish, Joel Embiid ish.
Mhm.
You know, kind of a mix between them
Yeah.
in the mid range.
We've seen
I
flashes.
I could very much see that. I mean, even Evan Mobley has a pretty smooth midi game right now. So.
Yeah. My team right now is like everybody can shoot. Very versatile. Everyone can play defense except really Monk, but he's my main offensive guy right now. So
He's
I like the
serviceable.
starting lineup.
He's serviceable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep working with the idea of versatility.
Okay.
Someone I can plug and play in 4 positions. Give me a men.
Amen. Yeah, it's a great pick.
It
That's
was-
not who you were thinking for me, was it?
It was.
You said size. I get he's
Men's pretty big.
he plays big. He plays big.
Yeah,
He's like 6'6" though.
yeah,
Same-
but he plays
same-
big.
Yeah, he does for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean by size, brother.
Well, I thought you meant like actual size.
I mean, yes, actual size, but he is kind of scrawny, but he plays. He
he's,
plays like
big,
he's
but
6'8",
like
250,
6'6",
bro.
though, yeah.
He plays like he's
Plays
6'9",
like Zion.
250. Yeah, he does.
but just shiftier.
For
somehow.
way shiftier.
An in shape Zion.
I'm telling you, somehow it's because he weighs 100 pounds less, brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amen's my first pickup for my bench.
Definitely a great pick.
I can plug him in whenever I need him, wherever I need him. So
Yeah. I mean, with this next pick,
who's your 6th man?
this guy's having a great year. I can put him in the starting lineup if I want to, depending on the teams. I'm taking the big man Zubac.
Yep, I was battling between Zoo and Amen for my first one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take another big man now though, while I still can, because I don't know if you want to pick another big. But I'm taking John Collins.
John Collins. He's
Yeah.
having a good year.
Very good year. Another versatile guy. He can shoot the ball very well this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly how he looks defensively. I've not watched a ton of Jazz games, so can't speak to that.
Mhm.
But he's definitely going to be catching a lot of lobs out there because
For sure.
the team's going to be pretty spaced out with
Yeah.
just a few cutters that
I mean, I like John Collins, but is he really a winning team player?
stop
Or
it.
is he a
Stop it.
bad team merchant?
He's on my bench.
Is he a bad, or is he a bad team merchant?
He's on my bench. He's just out there getting in where he fits in.
Yeah,
So I'm not relying on John Collins in any type of way.
for sure. I forgot to even put him on my list, but
So who are all these other like big men that you have?
I mean, I'll say a few of them just because I know you're not gonna pick them.
Like I have DeAndre Ayton. That's the only other
Ayton,
one.
I don't have Ayton.
What?
I've got Pirtle, Edie,
Okay.
and Yeka, and a couple more guys I don't want to name because I
I
might
mean,
pick them.
I would consider John Collins and Ayton better than those 3 guys. Edie definitely has the potential to be better than Ayton.
Yeah. I mean, it depends what you want. Because
DeAndre
Ayton
Ayton's
is
having
like
a good year.
he's having a good year, but is he really?
I think you just kind of have like brainwashed that DeAndre Ayton's bad. He's good.
he's mid.
He's good though. He's mid, but he's
But
good.
is he? Can he be good on a good team?
I don't know. Yeah, he was in the fucking finals and he was playing
Then
very
he
fucking
fell
good.
off.
He was
hard
playing
after
very
that.
good in the finals.
No, he was playing great.
He was fucking dominating.
I don't know what happened after that though.
Yeah, I don't know either. But
I'd love to see that version of him.
I think he's having a very good year. I think that version of him might come back. For all we know, he could have had a fucking back injury or something that he didn't come out with. Like,
Yeah, I'm curious to see what team he'll be on the next couple years because it's not going to be in Portland.
I don't know what
Klingon
his
looks pretty
contract
fucking
looks
good
like.
as
Yeah,
a
Klingon does look very
rookie.
good. Klingon's definitely the future
future, for sure.
But I
All
don't
right.
know. I think Aiton's better than those guys right
I
now.
think Zubac's better than Aiton though.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Zubac was my next guy.
Gotcha.
But it's my pick now.
No, wait, who'd you just picked?
I picked John Collins. So yeah, it's
You
your
got two
pick.
guys off the bench, right?
Yep, I got a man and John Collins off
Weird.
the bench.
All right. Well, I've had a lot of time to think about this one.
Yep.
This guy's having a too good of a year for me not to pick him. He can also come in and get buckets. Give me Norman Powell.
Damn. That's a good pick.
He's having just too good of a year for him to keep slipping.
Let's see. I'm picking my other real like ball handling guard. I'm taking Malcolm Brogdon.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of early for Malcolm Brogdon, but I definitely think that he can run my offense.
He
off the
definitely
bench.
can run the offense off the bench
Yeah,
if he's healthy.
this is
No.
considering them fully healthy, brother. So
Yeah. No, he's definitely like a good stable guard.
yeah, I just put him in some pick and roll action, and he's gonna make some things happen. Nothing too flashy, but he's a good steady guard, like you said.
Yeah. All right,
He's a decent defender.
Well, I'm hoping you're not gonna take this guy because I'm gonna leave him here. You're not gonna take this guy next, are you? I really hope you fucking don't. I'd be pissed if you do.
I don't know.
But I'm gonna get another wing. Do I go with this guy or do I go with this guy?
I mean, I already know who I'm picking next. I don't think you're gonna pick him.
Is he a guard or forward?
I'm not telling you.
Well, whatever you tell me, I'll pick the other.
Nah, don't worry, brother. Pick who you want to pick.
Shit. All right. Well, I really hope it's not a fucking guard because I'm about to pick a forward.
I'm trying to pick a forward. Well, this is he's a forward or guard or whatever.
I'm between two guys.
I mean, I got two guys in mind for my next pick, so
I could go with a big
He's a too
defensive
obvious
guy.
Big defensive guy.
He's not even between the two. It's between. I'm going with MPJ. Fuck it.
Damn, I was not thinking about MPJ at all.
Hey, he had a slow start to a year, but he's averaging
Yeah,
most
he's not
points
bad. He's not bad.
and efficiency. He's really kicked it up.
I'm picking Desmond Bain now, though.
Desmond Bain. Okay,
Yeah, I was
that's a
hoping
good
you would
pick. No,
pick
that's a
Bane.
really good fucking pick.
He can play 2 or 3 for me, so
Yeah.
I still got options. So I think I got 4 guys off the bench now.
Yep.
I got a man, John Collins, Desmond Bain. And,
I'm happy you didn't pick this
Malcolm
guy
Brogdon.
because I'm picking Jalen Suggs.
Damn, that's a good pick. Fuck.
That's who I was hoping you wouldn't pick. And like you
Didn't
said,
even-
he's gonna be my point guard off the bench,
Yeah.
defense, and
I like
fucking
that
ball
pick for your
handling.
squad. Let's think about this final pick.
Yeah.
I can go 3. I can go 2. I got an idea. Just because it's the last pick, I'm gonna name off who I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Colin Sexton. I'm also thinking about
bucket
maybe
getter.
like an RJ Barrett. But
Star J Barrett.
I mean, he's
That
having
can
a good
come in
year.
and be the guy off your bench, like controlling the offense, getting
that's
buckets.
a little bit too much, too big of a role for him. Devin Vassell, maybe. Let me think. It's Malcolm Brogdon, Desmond Bain, Amen, and John Collins. I'm kind of starting to regret the John Collins pick, but I really wanted Zoo. But no, John Collins is versatile. Maybe I'd pick DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, I mean, I've got other centers on here.
I need more shooting.
Another big that can shoot.
Give me Anthony Simons.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Good fucking. I like him more than Sexton a little bit, just because of the playmaking aspect.
Sexton's pretty fucking good.
Like
too,
his
though.
scoring is really good.
Yeah. I really picked it for the shooting though.
Okay, yeah.
But you said playmaking.
Yeah, I think Anthony's got him a little bit.
I don't see him as a playmaker, but maybe I'm not really looking at that.
I
alright.
haven't watched too much of the Blazers this year, but I know.
I mean, they're two
just a
dog
few
shit
years
teams.
ago, like when Dame was out and he was playing.
I always just looked at him more of a scorer.
He is definitely a score first, but I think his playmaking is pretty decent. All right, so I took MPJ last pick, and it was kind of between him and Cam Johnson, but I feel like I can still go Cam Johnson here.
What's your bench lineup right now?
I got Suggs, Norman Powell,
Damn.
MPJ, and Zubac.
I think you might have killed me on the bench a little bit.
My bench is cooking. I like all these roles. I feel like MPJ can play the 4.
Yeah.
A lot of shooting out there. Suggs
Cam
brings the
Johnson would be
defense.
pretty fucking good.
Cam Johnson or Jalen Johnson or PJ Washington.
Yeah. I like PJ, but
Yeah, I just think for these roles, I'm gonna go with Cam over Jalen just because the shooting.
yeah.
So off the bench, I'd have Suggs, Powell, MPJ, Cam Johnson, and Zubac. A very complete lineup in my opinion. And if I wanted to, I could start.
Know who's another guy that we forgot about?
Who?
Jalen Johnson.
I just said that name.
I thought you were talking about Cam Johnson.
I was choosing between Cam or Jalen.
I thought you were talking about PJ. I thought you were
Said
trying
all
to choose.
3 of them.
Oh, I didn't hear the Jalen Johnson one, but
Yeah.
maybe that's what I heard, and that's what you think it was.
Yeah.
Dude, how did I not? Jalen Johnson's better than a lot of guys on my team. Fuck.
I just picked Cam over him there just because of the stretchability. Like obviously Jalen Johnson
he's a better
can shoot,
defender
but
too.
yeah, Jalen Johnson is more of a energy.
Pick and
He'll
roll
shoot
partner.
it in rhythm
Yeah.
and slam on you. But all right, let's go through our lineup, shall we?
Yeah. Haven't been writing any of this down. Let's pray I remember, but I'm pretty sure I got Jamal Murray, Herb Jones, Franz, OG, and Miles Turner as my starting lineup.
Great defense.
On the bench, I have Malcolm Brogdon, Desmond Bain. Malcolm Brogdon, Anthony Simons, Desmond Bain, Amen Thompson, and John Collins.
Bench lineup is a little bit small.
It's a little bit small, but John Collins and Amen play bigger than their size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, it is pretty small. Desmond Bain's pretty small, so I'll give you that, brother.
Anthony too.
Yeah.
But
No, it's not like I'm playing that. Those
no,
five
I
can.
feel you, yeah.
my-
They're not
my-
going to come all out on the court together.
Exactly. I think I got just like a versatile 10
Mm-hmm.
that can fit in. My honorary pick is Jalen Green.
I'm surprised he wasn't picked.
These other guys are just.
More refined.
I'll swap him out with Anthony. Honorarily. It's like an honorary doctorate degree. You didn't show up, you didn't do any of the work, but here's the degree.
We'll give it to you anyway. My lineup.
What about Kobe White? You didn't pick Kobe?
Hey, he was on my list.
Yeah,
I'd just rather have Powell this year.
definitely. But
Starting lineup, I have Malik Monk, Derek White, Austin Reeves,
damn,
Mikal
that
Bridges.
is small.
and Chet Holmgren. You think that's just small?
Bro, Austin Reeves and Mikal at the 4 is kind of crazy.
He's lanky, though.
He's lanky, but he's skinny.
Yeah, but I still got Zubac off the bench. If I wanted to,
Yeah.
I could swap out, put Derek White at
Austin
1,
Reeves
Reeves
at the 3
2.
is pretty small, too.
That's what he plays right now.
Kinda.
Well, I guess, yeah, with the Lakers lineup.
Yeah.
They're all kind of whatever.
They also have a lot of bigger players like a Jared Vanderbilt and LeBron and Luka and
Yeah, it's like, I guess LeBron's kind of the one, but he's really...
Rui's also
forward.
big as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to, I could put Derek White, Reeves, Mikal, Chet, and Zubac. Depends who I'm facing.
Yeah.
And obviously off the
I
bench...
don't know if you want to take Monk out of that lineup, though, because he's really your bucket getter like that.
True.
But,
Reeves could always go to the bench.
damn, my cat is going hard. I'm sorry if y'all can hear him.
They're playing pretty hard right now.
Nah, he's just yelling at nothing, but either way.
I got Suggs, Powell, MPJ, Cam Johnson, and Zubac. Very complete.
I almost like your
players right
fucking
there.
bench better than your starting 5, dude. But that's just me, but...
Yeah. I mean, obviously, a lot of great players on this list, and even
Yeah.
some more that's left off, like Naz Reid. I kind of want to pick Naz Reid, but he didn't really fit in there.
Yeah.
Josh Hart, great role player. Couldn't find a spot for him. Jalen Johnson, like you said. CJ McCollum, he's having a
Yeah,
great
CJ,
year.
I thought someone was going to pick him.
Yeah.
He's put up like a couple 40, 50 balls this year.
Been
So
hooping.
he's one of those guys, if this was like a career legacy thing.
Oh,
Of
for sure,
course,
he'd be in there.
he'd be in there.
Jordan Poole,
Yeah, Jordan Poole.
Dyson Daniels.
Damn, Dyson Daniels would have been a good pick.
He's
I didn't even
just
think about him.
limited offensively.
Yeah, but let's get into our role player all star squad. So
Yep.
we just brought 10 guys, or I think you brought 12 guys.
Hmm.
I'm stupid as fuck. I didn't do an East and West. Jack
I
did.
originally did, but I condensed it down.
I'm stupid. I just had a brain fart there. I don't know why I didn't make a full all star East and West, but I did make a squad. You want to do our bench first or our starters first?
We do our bench.
Let's go.
Who you got?
No, I was about to say you start us off, brother.
All right. Obviously some guys that we just named are going to be in here as well.
Yeah, some of them.
Off the bench, I got Suggs, Dyson Daniels, Lou Dort, Benedict Mathurin, and Miles Turner.
I like that.
Shout out Benedict. He's been playing very, very well this year in his role.
For sure. Off the bench, I have Ty Jerome,
I love that you put him in there.
Jalen Suggs, Trey Murphy, Amen Thompson, and Daniel Gafford.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I put Gafford in here, man.
Tell me about it.
It's tough, though, because there's no way he puts up similar stats without Luka.
Yeah, no way.
So, and he's also out for like the next 6 weeks minimum. But just wanted to give him his flowers for the season that he had this far.
Yeah.
He's putting up 12, 7, and 2 blocks on 70% field goal percentage. And this is only in about 20 minutes a night. So
Very efficient.
very impressive season as far as efficiency and truly just making his presence felt on the floor. I just love how the Mavs run that big man rotation because they keep him fresh and ready to go. So I just want to shout out Daniel Gafford for being an all-star in that 20-minute role of his, playing next to Luka while it lasted.
Yeah. Trade him to L.A.
Yeah, low-key, they should have somehow
In the
made
off-season.
that happen. But
Hey, I'm surprised Palinka didn't finesse Gafford out of that. You never know with Nico.
maybe they could have gotten Reeves then. Low-key,
Yeah,
that would have
yeah.
been such a good trade for both teams for this year. But
Hey, Luke has been looking kind of cooked, actually.
stop.
14 points, 16 points. They lost to the Charlotte Hornets
Dude,
the
it's
other night.
LeBron, bro. It's what happens when you play with LeBron.
I mean, shit, he's got to take control of that team, bro. LeBron just took the 2 game-winning threes last night. He missed them both, but LeBron shouting out Luka, probably because Luka was 1 for 9 from 3, but Luka's got to get his shit together. Then he mixes next game with injuries management. Get your ass in shape, Luka.
Did you see the there was like a clip of LeBron saying to Luka, "You got to fit in."
Yeah.
Or no, you got to fit out, not
out,
fit in.
yeah.
And then Kevin, there's a comment that
Same shit he said to Kevin Love.
nah, Kevin Love, he told him to fit in.
Oh, shit. Was that what it was?
He had some cryptic tweets that was like, "Stop trying to fit out and just learn how to fit in."
Yeah. All right, Ron.
That was just funny as fuck because Kevin Love made a comment. But
Yeah, shout out Kevin Love.
I also just want to talk about Trey Murphy.
Dude, if he was on a good team, he'd get so much more recognition.
So much more, but I think he's doing what he's doing because he's not on a great team. I mean,
It's true. He does have a lot of opportunity.
it is very impressive, though, the efficiency that he's shooting the ball when there's not that many other threats on the court with him. He's averaging 22, 5, and 3, 46% from the field, 38% from 3. He's just been a consistent bucket getter for the Pels, and I just love to tune in and watch him get in this bag. So
Yeah.
gets his own buckets and, occasionally can make a play for others. So
Great fit next to Zion if they decide to keep him.
facts. Zion, keep Zion because I think they're keeping Trey Murphy.
Yeah, if they decide to keep Zion.
Okay. Any play you want to like highlight off your bench?
Just Benedict,
Yeah,
Dyson Daniels too.
Dyson Daniels was a
Fits
good pick.
perfect next to Trey. I remember in the offseason I was saying how much I like it, and I didn't think he was going to average like around 15 though. I was thinking maybe 12, but he jumped from 5 points to 15.
Yeah,
His off the dribble game looks good.
I feel like at some point I predicted his stats for the year.
Hmm.
I can't remember what episode it was, but
I remember I had him as a dark horse as my most improved player.
Yep.
And I think he'll finish in like the top 5. So shout out Dyson Daniels.
for sure.
Jalen Suggs too. Massive jump. Didn't
Yeah.
expect the offensive output he's doing this year.
His shooting's actually regressed a little bit from last year. I think last year he was shooting like 46 and 39%. This year he's shooting like 40 and 30,
There was a
32%.
stretch where his responsibility was upped a
Yeah,
lot,
for sure. But I also want to say like they've definitely missed his presence in the last like 20ish games that
for
he's
sure.
missed.
Yeah, they're
Um,
sliding.
Interesting stat. The Magic were third in the league in defensive rating with a 106.4 up until January 3rd when Suggs got initially hurt. Um, since then, the Magic have slipped to 10th in the league and are now at a 112.9 defensive rating. So not only can you see the impact and with your eyes watching the game, but you can also feel it in the standings and the
Yeah,
statistics. So just goes to show how impactful he really is. I saw. I think the coach said he's really the head of the snake for their defense.
mm,
So just wanted to show some love to Jalen Suggs as well.
for sure. My starters, a lot of the obvious guys. Derek White, of course, best role player in the league. Norman Powell,
Yep.
he's having an insane year. Was getting some All-Star considerations. Austin Reeves, the stuff he does for the Lakers, really, I don't know if it's underrated, but it might be a little underappreciated because when he did sign that contract last year, they expected him to do what he's doing now. I feel like he has taken an uptick, averaging around 20 points, still
Yeah.
playmaking for him. And then Amen and Zubac.
Shout out.
Zubac's having a fucking great year, dude. Most underrated player in the league, one of the at least.
I definitely gave a little bit of love to some lesser talked about guys.
For sure.
But my starters were Peyton Pritchard, Lou Dort, Norman Powell as well, Christian Brown, and Double O Onyeka.
Nyaka, yeah,
Yeah.
he's having a really good year.
Lou Dort, the stats don't really like if you're just looking at box scores, looking at averages, you're not going to see what he really does on the court.
course.
He just guards the other team's best player every single game and does a damn good job of doing it. One of the best perimeter defenders in the game, and
For
just
sure.
doesn't get the credit that some other guys do. So
Mm.
shout out Lou Dort. Christian Brown though, averaging 15, 5 and 3 on 58% from the field. And
I know, is that good?
37% from three. He's just been a spark plug for the Nuggets. I think they're going to keep him in the starting lineup over Russ moving forward, actually. Just a guy that always seems to be cutting at the right time and just effortless playing next to Yoke. So,
I mean, I feel like sometimes AG's coming off the bench. Sometimes they start Russ and Brown together.
yeah.
But it really depends on the night. But yeah, I knew he was having a good year. I know he's shooting 58% from the damn field. And
Yeah.
guy's balling. And then Peyton
He has
Pritchard, of
been.
course. Sixth man of the year, probably.
Yeah. I don't think anyone else can win it. I mean,
Not after Hunter's starting now.
that's facts. 14, 4 and 3, 47% from the field, 41% from three. Just consistent energy off the bench and efficient bucket getter.
He is kind of in that like green light role.
For
like
sure.
a Clarkson, kind of just come off the bench.
Definitely.
You don't give a fuck if you're hoisting threes. Like,
But it's an efficient Derek.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
an efficient Jordan Clarkson. Like
Hmm.
that's actually kind of a good little comp for him. I like
In his
it.
role right now, for sure.
I want to talk about Norman Powell too. You've been giving him his flowers all year,
Yeah.
but he's just shown us he's a dynamic scorer, and averaging 24 on 49% from the field and 42% from three. Even since Kawhi's come back, where you thought he might have taken a lesser role, he's still putting up 24 on even better shooting, 53% from the field, and he's just shown to be an effective option when he's not like the first and second option as well. So like even if Kawhi and James Harden are having a great night, he can still be an effective player for you. Just smooth professional scoring clinic from him this season. Some interesting stats: 96 percentage in 96th percentage in rim shot creation this year. So he's been putting a lot of pressure on the rim, and as well as that, a 97th percentile in off ball gravity. So just putting the defense in a lot of tough spots.
The off-ball gravity, I'm not so surprised about. The rim pressure, that's
Yeah.
something before this season, like, you just wouldn't expect Powell to do. He's just a
No.
catch and shoot guy, like, coming off screen shooting. So
I
Yeah,
think
shout out
he's
to
used
Powell.
that to, if you're going to chase him off the line, he can put the ball on the floor and make a play.
And
So,
especially with Kawhi coming back, his percentage is going up. I mean, that makes sense because he is such a
yeah.
good off-ball player. It just creates more space for him. So,
Yeah.
yeah, shout out Powell.
Anybody else you want to highlight in your starters? I know you talked about Reeves a bit.
No one of my starters, but the guy that just barely missed, DeAndre Hunter. He's having such a great year.
He is having a great year.
Excited because he's on the fucking best team in the
Have
East
you
now,
watched him with the
record-wise.
Cavs yet? Because I have not.
No, I think I maybe watched a little bit of his first game,
Mm-hmm.
but he is in that starting lineup. I only think he had a few games to play before the All-Star break. So,
I definitely think he'll look good with, not necessarily a green light role, but
his role is definitely going to change.
oh, for sure.
Because, obviously he's going to shoot the open shots, but he's also
Yeah.
going to have to lock in on Tatum
Defensively?
in the playoffs.
You think he's going to guard Tatum?
Who else is going to?
Evan Mobley.
Yeah, Mobley, because he is their 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's
He's
gonna
going to have to guard
somebody.
Brown, probably. Nobody else will guard him.
D. Mitch, though. It's like,
D.
I don't
Mitch
know.
is not big enough to guard Jaylen Brown. D. Mitch is 6'2". Jaylen
Yeah.
Brown's 6'6".
I just don't know if Hunter's got the foot speed to stay with Brown.
But you think he can guard Tatum?
Brown's faster than Tatum.
I think Tatum's too big for him, though.
Too muscular.
Yeah. He's also got at least 3 inches on him.
3 inches. Hunter's
Tatum's
6'8".
6'9", right? I thought Hunter was
He's 6'7", 6'8".
okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Tatum's got. I thought he had a
Tatum's
bit of height on
6'10".
him. Tatum 6'10".
Yeah.
Deadass. I thought he was 6'9".
Pretty sure.
Either way, I think he is a bit bigger than him though. So I don't know.
It is
Tatum.
gonna be
I feel like Tatum
weird-
would work his ass. Pause.
It is gonna be a weird setup in the playoffs if
I want to see
'cause,
that matchup.
Is
though.
Mobley really guarding Tatum out in the perimeter? Yeah, he's good at it, but
Yeah. I think Mobley can step up to the task.
I just don't want him guarding the perimeter every possession
Definitely not every
because
possession.
they're gonna bring him through screens. A lot of
Yeah,
off
the
ball
thing is,
shit with Tatum.
Tatum does have a little post game, but they're not
That
going to
shit's
do
gonna
it
be locked
against
down against
Evan
Mobley,
Mobley.
yeah.
So it definitely will be interesting to see what Kenny Atkinson decides to go with. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to hide Evan Mobley from Jason Tatum.
You're definitely not hiding from Mobley.
I mean,
I feel like he might draw up some type of zone with that
what?
much length out there.
Really?
I mean,
You're not
Throw
playing
DG
fucking
out, but-
zone against
the best 3-point shooting team in the league.
Yes, that is
3-2.
stupid. 3-2
I mean,
does not work.
But if you have Mobley in the mid,
3-2 against the Celtics?
you got Mobley and Allen down low, and you got Hunter, D. Mitch, and Garland up top.
Those top
I feel
three,
like-
I still feel like cannot effectively guard a perimeter.
I feel they're fast enough, and they're athletic enough to do a decent job.
I don't know.
I think Atkinson will draw something up, but I don't like the man-to-man matchups when you have two bigs out there and Tatum's.
That's the problem with Rebel
perimeter-oriented.
double big in the NBA right now.
Well, I mean, the best teams, the two best teams in the
They
league,
do,
Chet and Hartenstein,
But they have
And then Mobley.
versatile
Allen.
bigs that can do it.
Yeah,
but the
like
question
Mobley
is in the
and Chet.
playoffs is this really what we want to go with? You know what I mean?
Well, it's gonna have to be. I mean, you're not benching Jared or Mobley. For the Thunder's
No,
sake, you can put Chet at center, but
You're definitely not benching either one of those guys.
yeah,
It's a tough question, though. I mean, I don't think the Cavs have the depth to bench one of those guys, but of course the Thunder do.
yeah.
So
And it's like Hardenstein's as good as he is. He's not Allen's level.
no,
of
he's
impact,
not.
So it's
Yeah,
like
I agree.
you're not benching Allen.
I agree.
Gonna be interesting for sure.
It plays into why I said I don't love the Cavs roster, which of course I've taken back. It is a very, very good team, but I don't know how they compete against not compete. I don't know how they match up against the Celtics in the playoffs. The Celtics have so much size and so much shooting.
Mhm.
Like you said, they're going to drag Evan Mobley through screens if they're going to commit to him guarding Tatum. And I don't think any zone will
Yeah,
work
I mean,
against
I
the
guess
Boston
Cavs just
Celtics.
switch everything. That's what they usually do.
Yeah, but
Like I've seen it.
now you're
like
just
they're
now it's just a
getting DG
matchup
and
hunting game, you know. So
Switch everything except a DG screen.
that gets too complicated.
It's simple. If they're screening for DG, don't switch. Like
That-
shit, DG's not a bad defender. He holds his own, but he's just small.
Yeah, he's not a good defender though.
He holds his own.
He does what he can.
Exactly.
Get dominated.
For his
No,
size.
I'm kidding, but
He's not just gonna let someone blow by him
no,
like
he wouldn't.
Luca.
No, he's better than Trey Young, but
He ain't no Drew Holiday.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like how the Celtics match up against the Cavs defensively.
I mean, yeah, just fucking put Porzingis out there. Like
Derek
everybody
White.
on the team can shoot.
Derek White and Drew Holiday, it's like the perfect backcourt to
Yeah.
guard the Cavs. I mean, Evan Mobley's good, but we watched Jason Tatum lock up KD in the playoff series before, so
It is their whole scheme too. Like
Yeah.
everybody on that Celtics court can play defense.
100%.
Jaylen Brown's a fucking all NBA level defender.
And yeah, that's leaving Jalen Brown just to roam.
Fucking
like
all NBA defender.
of course he has to guard DeAndre Hunter, but
It's not like Hunter is a fucking real threat. Like he's not no.
yeah, exactly. If DeAndre Hunter beats you because Jalen Brown's helping, that's
It
all
is what
right.
it is. Like
Yeah.
if Hunter beats you, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking interesting. Shall we assign each other our games
Yes, sir.
for this week?
I got the schedule here. I just got to pull it up.
Speaking of the Celtics, no, I don't want to do that one actually.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I changed my mind.
I'm going to give you Cavs Magic Tuesday night.
I like that game.
Yeah, Tuesday at 7:30. Cavs Magic should be interesting. Magic need a bounce back.
All right. Since I was gonna go with the Celtics, I'll go back to the Celtics. This one should be a heavy hitting match Sunday.
That Tuesday does leave you enough time to watch Mavericks Lakers as well.
Hell
at 10
yeah.
o'clock.
Hell
So
yeah. Hopefully Luka's playing. I'll give you Knicks Celtics, top of the East brawl.
I'm gonna have to
Knicks are only 3 games behind for that second seed.
I'm gonna have to illegally stream that one, brother.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little Sunday 1:00 game. I fuck with it.
Yep.
Nice little afternoon game.
Get you through that Sunday afternoon.
Say less, my boy. Anything else that you want to talk about?
I mean, do you want to talk about that Bobby Portis suspension? He's out
That
for
shit's so
25
fucking
games.
dumb.
He took the
Tramadol.
wrong fucking pain.
Do you know what tramadol is?
It's just some fucking pain reliever.
It's literally like the
It's like
lowest
less-
grade
Yeah, it's less
pain
than
reliever.
Toradol or whatever it is. Forgot what it's called.
Toradol is the one that wasn't
That's
banned,
the one
that
he tried to
thought
do.
that he was using.
And it's stronger than Tramadol.
Is it really?
That's what I've seen.
Tramadol is literally like nothing.
I mean, I don't know really shit. That's what I've seen on Twitter.
I mean, I knew idiots that like snorted tramadol in high school. So
But it's just a pain reliever.
yeah, it's just like a low grade pain reliever.
That's gonna hurt the Bucks for the rest of the regular season. Though.
It is. It's very fucking stupid. Like
25 games.
25 games is way over the top for like a literal accident.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw idiots on Twitter being like, "Oh, quick excuses for a fucking performance enhancing drug." Like, dude, so many idiots thought that he was taking
Like juicing?
Yeah, that he was juicing. Like,
Right.
like it
You
all
don't
makes
need to
sense
juice in
now.
the
He's
NBA,
on fucking
like-
drugs because they've shown his eyes. I'm like, brother,
His
tramadol is
eyes have been
literally
like that
like
forever.
taking a fucking Advil. It's like
Yeah,
a
it's
one step
fucked up.
above a fucking Tylenol, my boy. Like,
25 games.
yeah, for taking
Cal
a
Bridges
fucking.
beats his girlfriend. He's out for 30 games. I'm sorry. That's fucked up.
I saw that too. Mikal Bridges crushes a woman's face with his
Yeah.
fists and gets
Doesn't
30
make
games.
sense. Yeah.
Did Kevin Porter Jr. even get a suspension? I think he just got cut.
Yeah, he just got caught and they counted it as a suspension. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, he's been good for the Bucks off the bench this year. You guys could be cooked.
I do think that's hilarious when like Ray Rice just had one video come out of it and they're like banned for life.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I think that's all the news that came out though. Just the Bobby and Wemby.
Yeah. That
Raise up for
assistant is a
Wemby.
dumbass though. An assistant coach is the one who gave him
that. Did it on accident. Gave him
Yeah.
the wrong pill.
It was apparently his prescription to
He gave
to
his own
tramadol,
prescription to Bobby.
and I guess Bobby thought it was Toradol
Yeah.
instead of tramadol, whatever.
It's messed up.
Well, he told him that it was Toradol, which is something I guess Bobby was taking beforehand and he knew about. But I don't know.
I mean, all fucking athletes in the NBA are probably on some type of pain reliever with the amount of fucking
Toradol,
stress they
probably.
go through. Yeah.
Or fucking cortisone shots or cortisol shots, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Straight up injections that just numb your fucking pain.
I mean, shit. Their body's got to be aching, brother.
It's terrible that you can do that, but can't smoke a little weed. No,
Yeah, you can now.
You can
Malik
now.
Beasley.
You can now.
See that shit?
Nah, what?
He was on some Twitch stream, and like
Fried?
he thought the stream ended. He's like, "Aight, light up that blunt. I'm trying to get high." And he's like, "Bro, wait, the stream's still on?"
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah. I think that's gonna do it though.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Weed it's legal in the NBA now.
You've seen like the NFL players that said some shit like I smoked 3 blunts at halftime.
Yeah, it was like Percy Harvin or some shit.
Yeah, I think there was also like some defensive
Perk Rogers.
Perk Rogers is hilarious. Is he gonna play again? I saw that the Jets are just kind of cutting him.
I don't know where he'd go, to be honest.
I'm trying to think of a team that needs a QB.
Like the teams that need a QB, Vegas is gonna give you one in the draft. Giants are gonna draft one. He could go to Cleveland.
Might fucking fall for a fucking.
The Giants are the franchise. Well, let's give him 2-year deal.
Sign Raj.
Let's sign 41-year-old Rodgers.
Low key though, if they draft Shador,
he'd
I would
feed,
fuck with it if they sign Raj to just kind of be his.
Like a bridge year.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodgers wants to win though. He's either gonna retire.
They got some Malik Neighbors.
They got Malik Neighbors. They let Saquon go.
Yeah.
They got not shit on defense.
New Orleans doesn't make sense.
Nah, only shit that makes sense to me is Cleveland.
Dallas.
Cleveland's got good wideouts.
Dallas.
Shut your ass up, bro.
Dak Ascot.
He's better than
seat.
41-year-old Rodgers.
Take a seat. Mushroom head fucking A-Raj.
We're drafting Ashton Genty. And we're still
you
going to
really
be mid.
want Genty?
What do you mean? The guy's a fucking monster.
I just don't think he's going to be
Guy ran for 350 yards a game.
I just don't, unless it's Saquon or
We did just, our
Christian
best
McCaffrey.
lineman just retired, though.
Yeah, you guys are in shambles right now.
Yeah, fuck.
I just feel like personally about running backs, if it's not Saquon or a Christian McCaffrey, there's just no point in taking him in the first round. And I don't think he's going to have the fucking impact that he did in college at the NFL. Like,
I mean, I think he's going to be an above average running back.
That you're going to spend your first round pick on a above average running back. Just not worth it. Especially when you guys won't pay him when the time comes. So you're getting a 3-4 year rental of Ashton
Pay him
GT.
if he's good.
You think Jerry
running backs
Jones?
are back in the NFL, bro.
Brother, no, they're not.
Dude, the
Just
best
because
team.
Saquon,
There's a reason Saquon went so far.
you need an O line
Henry.
first. The
Bills were like the best running backs, or not running back, the best running team in the NFL. Josh Allen.
Name the Bills running back.
James Cook. Guys was actually really good.
Yeah, but Josh Allen's the real running back.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you need in the NFL now.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's coming back at all.
The running back?
No.
Dude, the fucking best player on your team
Brother,
that won a
you
Super
need-
Bowl
you
is
need-
a running back.
You need an O-line first.
Of course.
Teams don't
That goes
understand
without
that.
saying. The O-line and the D-line is what builds your football team.
That's what the Eagles know, brother, that front seven.
But you can't tell me Saquon isn't the best player on your team.
He's the best offensive player on our team.
He's the best player on your team, brother.
A.J. Brown's pretty nice. But yeah, Saquon is the best player on our team.
He's the one that put you over the edge.
Yeah.
And if Genty can be that guy.
Genty's not pushing you. You guys aren't fucking close to the edge, brother. Y'all are 30 feet away while the Eagles are skydiving down the edge, soaring. Caw. Okay, let's wrap this shit up.
Let's wrap this shit up. You're getting loopy over there. Cacawing. Dallas Cowboys 2026 Super Bowl.
Do Eagles cacaw? Screech.
Yeah, I don't know what they ain't no Hawks.
All right. Y'all have a good night. If you made
Let
it
us
this
know
far-
who had the better draft. I think I took the dub. I think my team would beat his team in a match. But let us know in the comments who had the better draft.
I think I got the pretty easy dub there.
Let the comments decide.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.